Thornton and Damien and Nitka. It's great to welcome you all here to what is the 50th anniversary of the Wyre Levee Stompers, which is a wonderful evening, an evening of jazz and swing with the Wyre Levee Stompers and Sound Right. A warm welcome to all of you who have come to watch and to listen, and also to the founding members of the Wyre Levee Stompers, the present members, and all your guests and family. So, tonight is also raising money for Trinity Hospice. All the proceeds are going toward Trinity Hospice. That's a great thing, isn't it? Which is wonderful. Without further ado, can you give a big warm welcome to the Wyre Levee Stompers?
Well, a very good evening. Thank you for coming along to see if we can still do it after 50 years. I should point out we're not actually all of us the original members. One of us is the original member. I'll leave it to you to pick out which one you think it is. Who looks the most? No. Anyway, we're going to kick off with our theme tune, which has always been, come on and stomp, stomp, stomp. 'cause when you stop, you know it keeps you busy. The whole damn world will drive you dizzy. So stop, stop, come on, get happy. Come on and stop, just stop, stop your cares away. Thank you very much indeed. That gave everybody a chance to show off that opening number. It was called Come On and Stomp, Stomp, Stomp. Of course, we go back to the early days of jazz, around about, I think the first records were made about 1917, weren't they? Dave says yes, so he must be right. He was actually outside the recording studio listening to them play this next number. The band was called the original Dixieland Jazz Band. They've been going even longer than us, and this is one of their big hits. It's called At the Jazz Band Ball. nice to see so many ex-stompers in the congregation, is it? Audience this evening. I see Willie Barrow down there. Of course, he was, Willie Barrow. He's been with the Stompers a few years. And of course, he was an original member, of course, of the most illustrious of bands of this type in this area. They were known as the Fylde Coast Jazzmen. How many remember the Fylde Coast Jazzmen? We don't have to remember because we have two of them here this very evening. Yeah. We're going to ask one of the men to come along and join us. Is that okay? Yeah. He's thinking about it, yeah. Of course, the Fylde Coast Jazzmen are well known for were you winners of Opportunity Knocks? Were you? Twice you won it. Opportunity Knocks. 3 times. Elliot, do I hear 4? That was with the infamous, of course, Hughie Green, of course, wasn't it? I mean that most sincerely, friends. Votes are still coming in for Milligan and Nesbitt. Is that wonderful? Anyway, he's going to put one of his instruments together. He hasn't decided which one yet. We're going to take you to the birthplace of jazz in this next tune. Oh, is that one, is it? Oh, we haven't seen that one before. Good heavens. He keeps adding to his array of instruments here. This takes you to the birthplace of jazz. Of course, the most famous street in New Orleans is probably South Rampart Street, or could it be Canal Street, or maybe Bourbon Street. But the other famous street, of course, which we're going to pay tribute to, is, of course, Basin Street. guest was the indefatigable Dave Lee, complete with collapsible microphone. That's a new one. I haven't seen you do that one before. It's a good trick, that. Are you going to stay on for the next one? Okay, then. Well, here's a tune written after a food counter on the A1. I think the only tune written about a quick meal place. I think it's written about that, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, it's called Diner, so it must be about a quick food outlet. Okay, Diner. No one find out. To my honourable friend here, my learned friend on the right, well known in this part of the world, extremely well known. Who is he? Who is he? Thanks ever so much, Dave. Thank you very much for Dave Lee. Okay, I'll let, his name is Bill. He's very shy and retiring. Well, he's shy anyway. And you'll tell him all about the next number, I think. You can use anything you want, within reason.
Yeah, if you've seen the Stompers before, you do know that we occasionally have a choir with us. And the budget didn't run to it tonight because we knew you would be here. So would you like to be a gospel choir? Yeah. 4 of them want to be gospel choir. Right, it's quite simple. We have 2 rules. One is you have to know the language of gospel. And all you need is one word. And the word is amen. brothers and sisters, give me an amen. Amen. No, give me an amen. Amen. Well, I do. Yeah. And of course you need a little bit of gospel rhythm to go with it. We do as well, yes. So let's try gospel rhythm. Now what happens when we start playing the gospel rhythm? People start clapping along. Except in phones. You've got the rhythm. Now here are the words. Amen. I said now amen. 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 Come on, quietly. Amen. I said amen. 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 Now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, 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 this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, oh, let it shine, let it shine. Come on, one, let's hear it, come on. Now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And now this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, oh, let it shine, let it shine. Back to the amen chorus. Now amen, I said now amen. Amen, amen, amen. We're on our way to heaven. We shall not be moved. I said we're on our way to heaven. We shall not be moved like that tree that's growing by the water. Now we shall not be moved. Here comes the chorus. Here we go. We shall not be moved. The choir. We shall not be moved. Just like that tree that's growing by the water. Now we shall not be moved. Amen for the very last time. There we go. Amen. I said now amen. 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 I'm gonna lay down my burden. Where? Down by the riverside. Where? Down by the riverside. And again. Down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burden. Down by the riverside. I'm down by that riverside. I ain't no gonna study war, no gonna study war, no war. Well, I ain't gonna study war. I ain't gonna study war, no gonna study war, no war. Well, I ain't gonna study war, no more.
I'm going to introduce our friends over here. Sounds right, they will be along with you in just a few moments. So you can hang around, I'm sure you will, for the rest of the evening. Thanks for being a wonderful crowd up to now. And our special guest, Dave Lee, of course. And the rest of you. And you have Sounds Right about in a few moments.
course, a big thank you to our friends over there for inviting us to be enjoying this evening with you. Our opening number was appropriately called the Opera, and we're going to get straight on to the Latin American feel, which is one of the pieces we play on a regular basis, and it's actually a joint sort of fantasy, if you will, called, which includes music called Vespernuccio and El Concerto.
Hey, 1,
unfortunately, 18 months passed by, and we got together again, and off we go. And since then, we've developed all sorts of styles of music, including the Latin American style, we do rock, pop, big band, rap pack, you name it, we can do it. And this next one is slightly different. It's an arrangement by a gentleman called Eric Pepperell, who used to live in Warrington. And it's music originally by Jerome Kern, and lyrics by Nat King Cole, who actually performed this piece of music. And it was originally done by Eric as a trombone duet. Now, as you can see, we've only got one, so it's going to be very busy. Unfortunately, we've got Tony Hessing on tenor sax, who's going to double as a trombone player tonight. And this is called Pick Yourself Up. And of course, Hewitt on trombone. Actually, Hugh, let me do a secret just before we started. He's just started collecting termites, and he calls one of them Flint. And it's Flint Eastwood. Sorry, we're very lucky in this box. We have a couple of absolutely fantastic singers, one female, one male vocal, and we're going to feature our first singer tonight, which is a female, as always, Kennedy. And here we have Lyne Kennedy, and she's now going to sing a couple of songs. She's going to introduce herself.
Didn't know I was going to introduce. wish that I could travel this way. Thank you. I'm going to do another Penny number, the Julie London style, and it's called Why Don't You Do It? It's actually from a film.
Lyne Kennedy, thank you. Thank you very much. We're here to during the evening. Quite a strange title, isn't it, piece of music? It's really just a particularly beautiful jazz standard. It's called Jada, and Jada, freely translated, means just wise, and it actually is a derivative of the word jade, which is a lady's name, of course. It was Edie Gourmet, I'm sure a lot of you will remember Edie Gourmet. Thank you. So as promised, you're in for another treat now. Excuse me. And we're going to have a male vocalist who's come all the way from Leyland. On another trek. Got his passport stamp. And is Chris Hewitt, ladies and gentlemen.
This song was written right in the centre, middle of the peak, if you like, of the jazz era, 1931, so just about right, isn't it? It was the first recording written by Al Jolson, for a film he made with his then wife, Ruby Keeler. So this is an arrangement done for Bobby Darin in the 1960s. Same song, it's called About 8:45. We're a little bit early, but never mind. The stars had gone to twinkle and shine. This evening, at 8:45. I'm walking on, like on the temple each wine. Around you, at 8:45. I know I won't be late, not at 8:30. I'll be waiting there. I'll be waiting where the day begins, waiting for you on fields of thin and air. The world is gonna be mine this evening at 8:45. My elder brother Tony is 6 years older than me. He's played all that kind of stuff, trumpet, since he was 18, 1955. Played for other bands in South, what we used to call South Lancashire. They call it Cheshire now, which is absolutely enraged by late dad. I'm not a Cheshire cat. And this next song now, let's slow things down a little bit now. We do a song that was the title track for one of those wonderful many albums that the late great Frank Sinatra recorded in the 1950s. This is the title track of the album, The Wee Small Hours. If only she would
would call in the wee small hours of the morning. At the time you miss her most. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most.
And once again, Chris Hewitt. So we're coming up to the interval now, and after the interval, the Levee Stompers will take over and do the first spot again. And we're going to finish with music from a musical called Can Can. I'm sure you all remember that. And the music actually was written by Frank Sinatra, Cole Porter and Nelson Riddle. And we're going to play one of the tunes from it on a wonderful day like today.
Thank
can't get the staff. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Sounds Right. Now, just before you disappear for the refreshments, the coffee, etc., a couple of things I need to talk to you about. You've noticed tonight that the proceeds from this concert are all going to Trinity Hospice. Now, for the last 18 months, the Wyre Levee Stompers have been playing gigs and collecting money on behalf of them. And with tonight's effort, it will tip over £3,000 since we started. And that's down to the generosity of the audiences that we play to. We're very choosy about the audiences. We thought long and hard about inviting you. But it's tipping just over £3,000, so we're very grateful to all the people who've donated to the wonderful cause. And the second thing I want to mention is that it is the 50th birthday. You'll notice we have a cake. Not enough to go round, although there were 5,000 people and no one time of fishes and that didn't matter. But what we thought we'd do is get the one remaining original member of the Stompers to come and cut the cake. Now, if you've not guessed already, the one founding member still with us, still playing, is Mr. Ken Emery. And Ken is going to be escorted to the cake. We have a knife there. And he's going to be joined by all the Stompers, present Stompers, honorary Stompers, former Stompers, if you'd like to make your way up to the top here, because we're going to create a photographic experience for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ken Emery. Right, Stompers, let's have it. Here comes Willie, here comes Pete, here comes Dave. Now, because of the special occasion, Paul Latham, Princess Ian here, and oh! Now, what we've done is, whenever we have a special birthday, we've written a very special arrangement of Happy Birthday. We expect you to sing it. We've all written our individual parts, right? Haven't we? Yeah. So we're going to sing and play Happy Birthday whilst Ken cuts the cake. And all the Stompers here smile at the camera. But let's do the Happy Birthday first.
Before I do cut the cake, I'd like to say a few words about the band and its history. It was founded in 1974, by a local doctor, Dr. Andy Gardner, who played the piano. At that time, I had enough wind to play the clarinet, so I played the clarinet for about 25 years. Andy died, and I took over the piano job just for a few months. But it went on and on and on. And here I am still trying to get a tune out of the piano. Anyhow, thanks for coming and thanks for supporting the band. And I do appreciate it. I will now, and just a point of health and safety at work. We need a risk assessment with me cutting the cake. I mean, where would you ask a partially sighted bloke to grab a knife and cut a cake? Anyhow, I'll do my best. Thank you. Sharp intake of breath. Right across. Stronger than I am. Thanks very much.
Now that the ceremonials have been completed, if you like to make your way into the community hall, there you'll find drinks and maybe biscuits available. We'll be back in about 20 minutes or so with more of the same, only different.
Let's fly down, all drive down to New Orleans. That city, so pretty, it's not the same. We'll take you, parade you down the street. There's all the hot spots, use your big shots on Bourbon Street.
noticed that. Anybody noticed that? Mike noticed it. He said, no, he didn't. He said, I spotted that as soon as you put it on, you see. It was very witty. But you have to be to live in Not End, don't you? That was our special arrangement of the Bourbon Street Parade. Now we have a little treat coming up for all fans of the Andrews Sisters. Any fans of the Andrews Sisters? Yeah? Well, you're all here. All right. Oh, that's great. Well, we're going to do a number which was their very first hit record. No, it's not the Boogie Boogie Beauty Boy of WB, unfortunately. It's Rum and Coca-Cola. That was one of their big hits, wasn't it? And Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree. Apple Blossom Time. We could do a whole night of Andrews Sisters songs, really. We could. Oh, of course. Yeah. Who remembers the names of the Andrews Sisters while we're here? Anyone? What? Shout them out. Wilma. No, it wasn't Eamon. No, it wasn't Eamon. It wasn't Julie or Eamon Andrews, no. Think about it, I'll ask you later. Anyway, this is was their first hit record. I think it's a continental melody originally, isn't it? It's Yiddish. I didn't know that. Oh, you know what you would do? It's called By a Mere Bist Du Shame. have a strange face. Well, I know we're all strange, but even stranger. Gentleman at the back there with the banjo. He did play with us a while ago. Was it just once? And you said never again. Never again. He said it'll be a cold night when he comes back. Well, it isn't. It's a warm night. So there you are. It's you know, as good a predictor as you thought. This is Anthony Mason, ladies and gentlemen, on the banjo. And now we have another strange face coming along now, in the form of, he's got his little ukulele. The most prominent ukuleleist in the country today is this lad here. And the world even, I was going to leave that till afterwards, but now you mention it, yeah. Please welcome Andy Eastwood on the ukulele. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Have you picked a tune that we might know?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Pete. What an honour. Yeah, I've only ever played with them once as well. This is 2 now. Twice in 50 years. Next time I do one at this rate, I'm going to be 70. So, anyway, we're going to do... when it's fine, shall I do the last thing? When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, all the sun comes shining. When you're crying, you bring out the rain, so stop your crying.
Keys, but yeah, and the Anthony Mason. Yeah. No, we'd like them to join us because not only are they brilliant musicians, of course, they do lower the average age of the band down by about 27 years, which we always like, don't we? Oh, yes. And anyway, has the cake all gone? I just fancied this last. It's all gone. Okay. And the candles. Where are the candles? Oh, we're going to have 50 candles, but there was such a fire regulations that we couldn't do that. That's right, yeah. What have we got next, lads? Oh yeah, well, not to be outdone, we have my learned friend over here, who's a great exponent of the clarinet and the alto saxophone, as a great devotee, of course, of the life and times of the late great Al Jolson, of course. And he's going to do a number which is dedicated to everyone in the audience, called "You've Got the Cutest Baby Face," is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I fell in love with pretty baby face. You got the cutest little baby face, and not another one to take her place. My baby face, my poor heart is on. You sure started something. My baby face, I'm up in heaven when I'm in your goddamn grave. I didn't need a shove, 'cause I fell in love with your pretty baby, pretty baby, pretty baby. Oh, honey.
Yeah, sunny boy now. Okay. A little bit rough for the three of us. Yeah. Well, we're going to our final number tonight. Soon come round, isn't it? So the names of the Andrews sisters, of course, were Patty, Laverne and Maxine. And not to be worrying you all night if I don't tell you that. Patty, Laverne and Maxine. Here's a number called Shine, just to close with, our little portion of the show. Shine. Who sings this? I'm not singing Shine. Come on. Why? Why? Because the first line is, just because my hair is curly. How can I sing that? Teeth are pearly. No, you'll have to sing. I'm sorry. Okay, that was shine on that final number for this evening. Don't go away though, because we've got Sounds Right coming back as soon as Bill gets a bit of puff back and scoots over there and has a quick costume change. And all I can say is, if you've enjoyed our music over the last 50 years, well, we're more than happy about that. And we're all hoping the next 50 years will be just as exciting. Thank you very much indeed. And don't forget, if you want to hear us again, you don't have to wait 50 years. You can come along to the Stocks and Shilling in Poulton, because we are there every Thursday afternoon from 2:30. That's at the Stocks and Shilling in beautiful downtown Poulton. If you'd like to see me and Anthony even more sooner than that, come along to the Lowther Pavilion tomorrow afternoon, where we should be in a different guise altogether, won't we?
Yes.
You won't recognise us at all. It's a great show called Rock with Laughter. We'll be there tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. In the meantime, thanks ever so much for coming along, fellow former Stompers and you lovely people around here. We really have enjoyed this tonight. It's been a special night, as you've noticed, for us. And here's to many more. And without much ado, I'm going to hand you back to Sounds Right on my left. Thank you.
Anyway, we're going to start off with It's All Right With Me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and it's good to be back here. And on a serious note, we know why we're here tonight, because we're raising money for is very close to our hearts, the fundraising for tonight, and we're very, very pleased to be able to help out. We're going to go on with a little bit more Latin American style music and a bit of Brazilian style now, which is called Mashcanada. Sammy Davis Jr., I'm sure you all heard that name, heard him sing. One of his probably most famous recording of songs was The Candyman, and it's certainly been recorded by a lot of other stars, but I think his was probably the best. And it was from a show called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm sure you all knew that. Oh, no, it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Excuse me, The Candyman. Lincoln.
Thank you. I'm going to do a song called Remember When. This is a Bert Camford arrangement. I think he actually wrote it, but I'm not sure about that. This is his version. It's called Remember When.
Only you
Would you thank them once more, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much. One of the distinct pleasures of organising the group that we have is I get to choose the music for the programme. And there are one or two favourites that I certainly have, and I think we have as a whole actually. I'm going to play one now. And it's our version of Sweet Georgia Brown. Thank you. And once again, we've got Chris Hewitt singing a couple of songs.
This next song was co-written by, I'm sure a lot of you here tonight remember a wonderful singer from the 40s and 50s called Dick Haynes. Great singer. But his younger brother was quite a good songwriter as well. He wrote this song. And the most prominent version I remember of it was Nell Tormey, the wonderful Nell Tormey. But this is an arrangement done by one of today's most prominent and best composers and arrangers, who you've probably never heard of, Canadian called Hewitt. Never heard of him. He does a lot of work with Andrea Bocelli and people of that quality. Super musician. And this song's called That's All. I can only give you love that lasts forever, and a promise to be near each time you call. And the only heart I own for you and you alone. That's all. That's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light
every night, that's all. That's all. There are those, I am sure, that told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a lifetime can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are strong. Say it's me that you adore, for now and evermore, that's all. That's all. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you adore, for now and evermore, that's all. That's all. Thank you. Before we go any further, I thought it was about time that we introduced Soundwise. So we'll introduce you. That's Chris. Tony, that's Ken. Seriously. We'll begin with what we call the engine room of the band, the rhythm section. A wonderful drummer sitting at the back there who has his own band play out of our stand. Wonderful, wonderful drummer. Big hand for Tony Berry. I'm staying with the Tonys. We have a wonderful bass player in this band from quite near to here, Tony Hitchin. And a good friend of mine on the keyboards, lovely guy and lovely pianist, Ken Holt. And the next two people have a lot in common with me. They both support a rugby league team called Warrington Wolves. And we're in Paces Better tomorrow, aren't we guys, eh? We're in the semi-final of the cup tomorrow. If we win, we've only got to beat Wigan at Wembley. First of all, Tony Hessian. Got me to introduce the next guy, very, very talented all-round musician, and I found out tonight, singer as well. Bill Barrow. How's your back? At the end, a very, very fine musician indeed, a wonderful trombonist, Hugh Bruce. And finally, the leader of it all, and a great trumpeter, gentleman, Chris Andrews. Thank you. We're going to finish off now with a really up-tempo song, and this is a version that was done by one of my favourite singers. I've got lots of his box sets at home. Anybody remember Victor Moan? This is a version recorded by Victor Moan quite a few years back. A song called Little Girl. Little girl, you're the one girl for me, little girl. You're as sweet as can be, just a glance at you. There was a star, oh, what a thrill came into
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, legend. Thank you. We've come to the last item for ourselves tonight, and again, thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure to play for you, and also to be in the company of the staff of the old days. Fabulous, thank you very much indeed. I think they'll all be to Marks and Spencer's for the black shirt. We'll have to go for some spotted waistcoats. Primark, oh gosh. As I said before, it's always a pleasure to choose programs because I can choose what I like. But we have a piece of music which is a strange title for jazzers, really. It's called Catch As Catch Can. I'm sure a lot of you will know it's a wrestling term, it's a form of wrestling. And apparently it's been used in several films, the music. I don't know which films, but there you go. But it's one we enjoy playing, and it's one that we've got faster and faster and faster. So I'm not saying we'll get any faster tonight, but it's quite busy, and there's a lot of notes in it. And we'll sign off with this tonight, and we hope that we get to the end of it together. Thank you very much for being here. Lovely to see you. Catch us, catch us.
We'd like to thank you for being with us this evening. Thank you for your generosity in contributing to the coffers of the Trinity Hospice. Our great thanks, of course, to Sounds Right. Mr. Gimbros on the trombone. Tony Hessian on the tenor sax. Ken Holt on the piano. Tony Hitchin on the bass. And of course the governor on the trumpet, Mr. Chris Andrews. And of course our vocalist, Mr. Chris Hewitt and Lynn Francis. We have to say all musicians tonight have played without claiming any compensation by way of expenses or anything else. They've all given their services entirely free. So once again our guests, Sounds Right.
Guys, absolutely brilliant. And of course the members of our little band here, the Wyre Levee Stompers. You've seen him all night playing his quartet, the clarinet, the alto, and the soprano saxophone, and vocal, Bill Barrow, ladies and gentlemen. And on the trombone, the mighty Mike Pearson. And the keyboard sitting over there, Ken Emery. Bass, a very high class, Frank Carter. And filling in on the banjo, Anthony Mason. And on the drums, John Smith. And our special guest, seen over there, Puppet.
And Eastwood.
And Eastwood.
And on the trumpet in the corner, telling the jokes, comparing the whole show, Mr. Pete Linder.
The Wyre Levee Stompers! What an evening we've had, an evening of brilliant jazz and swing. We've been transported around the world by the language and power of music as we've been treated to musical classics. I felt at some points like we could have been in Broadway or London Palladium or any part of the world we could have been. Between Sounds Right and the Wyre Levee Stompers, we've heard brilliant arrangements, soloists, singers, guest musicians. I've had to pinch myself a few times to remember that we're in Thornton, Cleveland on the South Coast. We're treated to such high quality music. It's amazing how blessed we've been to have them here tonight. It's been clear to me there's a real sort of family of Wyre Levee Stompers and a great camaraderie and mutual appreciation that they have of one another. And that's lovely to see, isn't it? And lovely to see members past and present performing here tonight. Tonight we've all experienced something unique. Firstly, the 50th anniversary of the South Coast Premier Jazz Band. 50 years of Dixieland, Trad, and New Orleans. Yes, they paid me to say all this, by the way. Okay? I'm joking, they haven't. 50 years of outstanding musicianship. And we've experienced it live, in person, at what must be one of the greatest venues to be in. Here, of course, at Christchurch, Thornton. Secondly, what a wonderful achievement to hear how much funds the bands have raised in recent times for the brilliant work of Trinity Hospice. Every penny goes towards making lives more comfortable at very difficult times. Thirdly, you are to be congratulated for having great taste in music and being here tonight. Fourthly, on the way out at the bookings desk, we're taking booking to our next concert. So do take a pen out your mag or your pocket if you've got one now. Pop this date in your diary. Are you ready? It's on Friday, the 18th of May, 2074. Yes, that's right. It's the 100th anniversary of the Wyre Levee Stompers. Now, it's £25 a ticket, and it will be a real measure and test of your optimism and how young your heart feels, not your body. Now, probably none of us will be here in 50 years' time, but the show must go on, and the God-given gift of music will never be muted. It will always bring joy, pleasure, and bringing people together. So, thank you for coming tonight. Good night and God bless. But to end our evening, let's give a big cheer and a round of applause to Sounds Right and the Wyre Levee Stompers.